Ken Peter Money Talk here with another video, and you know what I'm going to talk about. So my thoughts on Graham Stephan and Yotta. So Graham Stephan, he's a YouTuber I've been listening to for quite a few years. So there's quite a bit of financial YouTubers I like to listen to. I like to get some advice from them. Some I follow and some I don't follow. But let's talk about Yotta. Graham Stephan is actually the one that got me interested into Yotta. So I figured I'll give it a chance. Yotta seemed like the perfect bank at the time. And sometimes in life you got to be a risk taker. The thing that attracted me to Yotta is instead of giving you like interest, the more money you had in your account, the more lotto numbers you would get. So Yotta was basically a lottery system. So I got into it. I think it was like every $25 you had, you got like an extra ticket. So that's how that worked. And I was using Yotta for basically my emergency fund. So in case something happened, I just use the money in Yotta to pay. And Yotta was pretty good for a 3 year that I was in. It was the first 3 years. It was pretty good. I went to like this buffet, this China. It was some type of Asian buffet I went to, and Yotta gave me all my money back. So basically, I got a meal for free. So I was happy about that. But I didn't really use Yotta Bank that much I did not use the card to like pay for items much. Because it was usually like for an emergency fund. So there's something. So if I suddenly need like wisdom teeth removed, I'll just use the money in the Yotta to pay to have the wisdom teeth removed. Or maybe out of nowhere I get fired. So that's basically what the money in Yotta was for. So I got into it in 2001. So 2001, 2002, 2003, and now it's 2004 I was in it. At the beginning of the early part of 2024, which is this year, they actually ended the lotto system, and it became pretty trashy after that. Something told me to take my money out of the account to look for another account. Well, of course, I still had some money in there. I actually did start spending money from the Yotta account because, like I said, something told me to look for like another account for my emergency fund and get rid of Yotta. I mean, I did find another emergency fund, and that was Chime. So I just used that for emergency fund and take all my money out of Yotta. And right when I wanted to take my money out of Yotta, it wasn't that much. It was just a couple $100. I was unable to move the money out of it. Because I intend on taking that money out, put it into like my main account, then take out my main account and put it into Chime. That was what I was planning on doing. But I couldn't take any money out. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to use the last money there to like pay all these utilities. I was just going to pay all utilities until it was $0. But I couldn't even do that. So I couldn't use my card. And I couldn't remove any money from Yotta. So that money was just stuck in there. I think it was like $242. So I just had money stuck in there for like months. So I think it was like in May they freeze the account. So it wasn't just me. They freeze like everybody's accounts that was connected to Yotta. So basically this was the worst bank I ever got into. I mean, if I had like $1,500 in that account and then I really needed it for an emergency, I would not have been able to use it. Thanks to that freeze. That bank freeze they got going on. So I basically just put Yotta to the side, just forgot about it. Every once in a while, I'll just type in Yotta on YouTube to see if there was like any updates. And somebody made a video talking about there was an email sent. So I did read the email and I made a video on that. They just give everybody back their money on the 19th, which I was happy about. I was looking forward to that $242 coming in. And I did get money from that bank. It was I think it was eval that was connected to Yotta. But when I got my check, it wasn't even half of what I had in that account. It was like $114. But I had $242. So that's less than half. So I'm just going to put the calculator, get the calculator. So yeah, I think it was $242 I have in my account. So 242 minus 114. So they still owe me like what? Maybe a little less than $128 because it was like 98 cents. So more than $27. More than $127 they still owe me. I mean, that's not that much money, but still, there's a lot I can do with $127. So basically, this was an experience getting to Yotta because there's always that risk that the bank could fail, and Yotta failed. So I'm admitting I made a mistake getting to Yotta. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Now let's talk about Graham Stephan. He was preaching about Yotta, how to get into it. He kind of talked like he owned the bank. There's things I like about Graham Stephan. Graham Stephan, he's pretty smart. I mean, even though he wasn't that good in school, so that's one thing I like about Graham Stephan. Because Graham Stephan, he knew that he was gonna be that good, and he was gonna like get into college over his grades because he didn't do good in school. According to what he said, he wasn't that good in school. So going to college wasn't for him. But he got into like real estate. And that's where he made his money from real estate. So he took some classes in real estate. He got his real estate license, and that's how he started making money. Buying houses, renting them out. I thought about doing that. Might still do it. So he buy houses, he rent them out. So he is smart in that area. And of course, he's a YouTuber with a lot of views, a lot of subscribers, a lot more than me. Maybe one day I'll suppress this guy in subscribers. Maybe one day I will, but right now, that ain't happening. Let's see how many subscribers this guy have. Graham Stephan. I'm just curious. I was subscribed to him, but I don't think I am anymore. So he has 4.9 million subscribers. I'm looking at it right now. So he's getting close to that 5 million. So I was subscribed to him for a while. I got kind of mad on the over the y'all thing. But I'm not mad over the reason you think. Because I get it. Graham Stephan, he's only human. He saw Yotta as a good opportunity to get into, so he got his subscribers, his viewers into Yotta. I mean, Yotta was good. Like I told you, like I just said, it was good, but then it went downhill. So Yotta went downhill like around this year. I'm not sure when Yotta started, but I got into it in 2021. It was good for like the first 3 years I was in it. But this year, it just went downhill. So what really makes me mad, he hasn't said anything about Yotta. People even left comments asking about Yotta, and he just doesn't respond to any questions about Yotta. My theory, I think he's embarrassed, which I don't blame him. I mean, I was embarrassed when I got into BitConnect, and I was trying to get people into it. Then it ended up being a scam. I mean, I was embarrassed. I deleted every single video I had anything to do with Bitcoin, with BitConnect. So I could kind of understand that. But I feel like he kind of owes his viewers at least one video, at least acknowledge at one time. Say that he's sorry, that he was wrong to get people into it. And he will be forgiven. I'm pretty sure most people would forgive him. So, and a lot of people are mad that he hasn't even mentioned y'all at all since this thing happened. So that's one thing I do not like. I wish he would just do one video of Yotta. Just do one video since it went downhill, since everything got frozen. Just one video, and then after that, he don't have to do any more videos. But overall, I'm not mad at him about getting to Yotta. I mean, it was my choice to get into Yotta. Because, like I said, I'm a risk taker. Sometimes you gotta take risks in life. So I took a risk with BitConnect, and I failed with that one. I took a risk with AMC. Right now, it seems like I failed, but I didn't fail anything until I sell those things. So there's still a chance I could do really good with AMC if it hits like $100, $200. So we can't say I failed that one. Yotta, it's a failure. At first, I was doing pretty good. Sometimes I would win like some money with the lottos, but it was never like a lot. My biggest win was when, what was it? It's when I got that free meal using my card. That was my biggest win with Yotta. And these online banks, they're pretty risky. So that's one thing you need to worry about. Some people say that chimes, like that one is pretty risky too. But so far, I haven't had any problems with that. If I ever have any problems with Chime, I'm just gonna go to like a walk-in bank. Cause I did get an offer from like, I think it was Community Bank or something. I got an offer, but I decided not to go for it. That's another thing in Yotta. There's like no actual banks you can go to, so they don't have to worry about customers showing up in their bank and chewing them out. They can only do that on a phone. So that's another thing with these online bankings like Yotta. Because honestly, I would have been in the Yotta bank. I would have got on to them about how my money was frozen. I would have got on to them about that. But in this case, it was just me. It was everybody that had their money frozen. I only had a couple $100, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Earlier in the year, I did have more than that, but someone just told me to just take my money out of there, so I actually started spending some of the money, even though it was originally supposed to be an emergency fund. So I actually started spending some of the money. Then when I decided to actually get like another bank account, right when I decided to take the money out of y'all, that's when they decided to freeze my account. So when it comes to Yotta, I got screwed. But it happens. That's life. You win some and you lose some. But you live. you live to find another day. So I'm not gonna let y'all chase me down. It was only a couple $100 anyway. And they gave me $114.98 back. So what is that? They still owe me, like I said, $127 they owe me now. And I don't know if they're gonna get that back to me. But I'm just gonna move on from Yotta. And this will be the last time I ever talk about Yotta in this video. Might even be the last time I talk about Graham Stephan too. So Graham Stephan's a cool guy. I have no beef with him. The problem is he has to acknowledge Yotta. That's the only problem I have. I wish he would just acknowledge he made a mistake getting to Yotta. His viewers would forgive him. They would respect him more than just trying to put it under the rug. But I can understand him putting it under the rug, not wanting to talk about it. Because it's embarrassing. He probably feels bad. He feels ashamed. I've been there. When I was in BitConnect, I was ashamed. But I ain't losing much in BitConnect either. I think I only lost like a couple hundred there. But it is what it is. So you like this video? Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. If you got into Yotta, let me know your experience. Hopefully you were able to take your money out before everything went downhill. I only had a couple $100 in there when it froze. But some people, they had a couple thousand. Some people, they had 10 grand in there. That was their emergency fund, or that was their money they going to use to make a down payment on the home. Then it got frozen. So a lot of people had worse than me. So in a way, I am blessed. So it was only $200. But that being said, have a good day. Bye for now.